All right, what we got? What we got? So, I know you guys heard about T.I. saying, doing the verses was for poor people, and it ain't make no money. Ain't make no money. Don't make no sense type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that my algorithm just be like pandering to me, bro. So like after I saw that post, I go on Facebook and check my numbers, and it's a post about somebody said that the legends in Atlanta, somebody said that the legends in Atlanta are Gucci, Jeezy, and Tip, and that Ludacris is the weakest link. And I ain't appreciate that shit, bro. Y'all see I got word of mouth, man. One of the greatest albums in hip hop. Like, you gotta think, bro. You can't disrespect the pioneers of Atlanta. That's why when we get to talking about, like, yes, when people say Andre 3000 is in their top 5, does it trigger me? Yes. Does it piss me off? Absolutely. Do I agree? Fuck no. But that's just because what the fuck? I don't even need to argue that shit. But I would never disrespect Outkast, just like I wouldn't disrespect Kilo Ali. You got to think, or the Brat, Criss Cross. You got to think, in Atlanta, there was a time where there wasn't a lot of direction. There just wasn't let's put it this way. There wasn't an established sound in Atlanta. It wasn't an established sound. Therefore, Atlanta needed a shakeup, right? And what T.I. did for Atlanta paved the way for all of this talent and these artists that you have seen come through Atlanta and curate. Yes, we went through different eras. Went through the trap era. Then we went through the snap pop era with the Soulja Boys. Then we went to bando music with like the Migos. Then you get to, which I don't even know what to call it. Future came, and it was like just Future, like Atlanta is Future, whatever Future doing. And it was kind of like, it was like gangster rap, some trap, but it was just like this. Like Future was like that three-headed monster, would bring the melodies, gangster, trap. It just wasn't much he couldn't do, and you just saw Atlanta just established just a sound and a direction, right? So for y'all to say that, like, Luda was right on the heels of trap music. Luda was right on, and Luda put Atlanta on his back and held Atlanta down for summers. And so quick that y'all forget what the fuck these legends have done, bro. I tell you, when I hear people talk about hip hop sometimes, it is so disheartening, bro, because I'm like, damn, somebody could come in the game and get a life to this game and give you so many hit records, and then to be disrespected. I give you a prime, I got a few of them, but I'm gonna give you 2 prime examples. Ja Rule, Bow Wow. That's just to name a few that get so much hate and disrespect and trolling. Bro, do you know what Ja Rule did for New York, bro? Do you know how many hit records that man had? That man is a legend in hip hop. Now, am I saying he and anybody like top 5, top 10, like lyrically? No. But I am going to say Ja Rule had a few records with Jay-Z and held his own. I'm just saying. Like, Ja Rule ain't no slouch neither. And Bow Wow, the youngest artist to ever sell out the Garden. Bow Wow's got platinum plaques on plaques. Like, Bow Wow's a legend in the game. Soulja Boy, legend. But y'all, this why when it come to hip hop, I get so misconstrued. People don't understand where I'm coming from, because I won't sit up here and focus on lyrical ability so much. Y'all put so much weight into lyrical ability and so much weight into what the forefathers did for hip hop, or someone being able to make a hit record doesn't classify certain. I don't know. I don't know where y'all coming from. I don't even try to understand the weird shit that y'all be thinking, bro. But it's like, you can't disrespect an artist that came in the game and made a difference and made a change as well. Because Soulja Boy changed the game. Yeah, Soulja Boy paved the way for all that snap, pop, mumble, rap, all that shit that y'all don't like. But it seemed like it sells. And it seemed like, by popular opinion, it is pretty fire. So somebody like that shit. That's how I feel about Drake. So much Drake hate out here. But then he damn sure is selling a lot of records. And he damn sure is playing on the radio. And ain't nobody stopping it. So, what the fuck? So when it come to Ludacris, bro, I say all that to say this. When it come to Ludacris, don't forget, bro, Luda, bet for the first time, word of mouth, chicken and waffles. Like, Luda really that guy. And that's why you can see Luda would just pop in on an interview, spit some bars, and be on his way. Luda did go commercial. That is one thing I will say. Yes, it is hard to respect the path Luda took, but that ain't for me. That's for his family and his legacy. He took a route that he said, I can get out of this raunchy style rap. I can get on Fast and the Furious, the movie. I can start doing movies, and I can start putting out popular records and records that I know is going to sell and line my pocket so I can take care of my family. Man, fuck what the fans think, bro. I want to know what the general public is going to rock with so that I can take care of my family. I can respect that as a man. As an artist, nah, I can't rock with that. But I'm not going to disrespect him, and I'm not going to put him in a list. I'm not even going to make a list like that. That don't even make sense to me. Why would someone make a list? Jeezy, Gucci, and Tip, which is they would be on Mount Rushmore of trap with Future at 4. You putting together a Mount Rushmore of trap. That is your category. And then you gonna be like, and Luda just took the L. No, bro. Because if you were to make a Mount Rushmore for Atlanta, period, Luda there. You can't take Luda, Jeezy, Tip, Gucci. And honestly, Future, somebody getting bumped out because Future gotta be. Future is Atlanta. So I'm just saying, if we're gonna have that conversation, it's a tough conversation to have. But Luda's at that first slot. Now let's talk about the rest. That's where I'm coming from. That's what I'm on. Luda on the first slot. What else we got? Well, we want to talk. I'm just saying, we ain't talking about shit. Luda's here. Cool. All right, Luda. Just right there. Okay. Who else we got? Tip. Okay. Tip. Who else we got? That's all we need to talk about. I don't understand. Yo, let's see. I was trying to find the post. I don't comment on stuff that triggers me. I'm gonna be honest. I can't find it. It triggered me. Like, yeah. But I do want to get. I want to get to. So speaking of ATL legends, man. So T.I. See if I can play this. Let's see. T.I. Hold on. Y'all don't need to see my DM, bro. We ain't doing all that, Shada. Fuck, man. Yeah, let me see if I can. Where's the volume, man? Anyway, so T.I. hopped on a call with Timbaland and Swiss Beats to clear the air regarding his poor people activity comment during a recent interview while speaking with Versus. T.I. said some people now look to Versus for the bickering between two people on stage, and that's the part he isn't interested in. He still holds that no one is seeing him on that stage. There's a comment here. Somebody said 50 Cent has made it so that Tip doesn't want to hear or see the word Versus. It's like saying Candyman 3 times. That's crazy. You know, the thing is, I gotta agree with Tip. When I see these verses and they arguing on stage and going back and forth, it's like the records speak for themselves. Like, put on a show, but what are y'all doing on stage? Like, if y'all want to do a celebrity boxing match, do a celebrity boxing match. But we here for the verses. I want to hear the record, see the performance. I want to hear the next artist come up, do their record, do their performance, and let's move on. But also, and this has been my issue with battle rap for years. There isn't a clear winner because there isn't a clear voting system. There isn't judges. Like, who is Tip gonna allow to judge his records? So either it needs to be a collection of the audience voting, like real time, or are we just doing it just because? And I'm with this too. Don't get me wrong. If we just want to hear it and we just judge for ourselves, I guess. But Tip want a clear winner. Tip is competitive. I can't blame him for that. And 50's competitive. I think that's why I went down with Tip and 50 like that, because they not gonna leave it up to just public opinion on Instagram the next morning when the shade room is like, who y'all think got it? And then there's like this percentage bar. They want to see real time, like, what's up? Who got it? Who got it? ASAP versus Many Men. What's up? Who got it? You know what I mean? And I like that. That's what I'm saying. That's for my own personal, hey, it could be OCD again. Like, I like things a certain way and I like ordering things. Versus doesn't have a lot of order. Like, I see where Tip coming from, where he has a discrepancy with the platform itself, the presentation of the platform. I think he's not speaking about not wanting to do verses in general, like not wanting to showcase, hey, I'm a legend, nobody fucking with me. He's not saying that. He's saying, man, I don't really like how y'all presenting that shit, and I ain't trying to come on stage to be made a mockery of. Like, this is my life's work, and I'm serious about this shit, you know. And so I'm gonna go over some of these comments because a few of these is kind of interesting. Somebody said he was better off just saying he was drunk and didn't mean to say it. Now we want you and 50 on the stage. But do y'all really want 50? Do y'all T.I., y'all want to see T.I. versus 50 Cent? Y'all really want to see that? I don't. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, 50 has Get Rich or Die Trying, arguably the greatest album of all time. If it's not in your top 5, I don't know where you've been living. He's got the Massacre. He's got the G-Unit album. That's it. I mean, Tip's got, oh my God. If we went through Tip's discography, bro, I mean, what has he got? 7, 8 solid albums. I wouldn't say solid, maybe. He definitely got like 4 to 5 solid albums. So it's like, I think the verses, you need to have at least like 10 records. And if you were to say, okay, 50, you can only choose 3 records, 2 to 3 records from Get Rich or Die Trying. The rest of these, the next 7 or 8, got to come from different albums. Now y'all see it's a different conversation. Like, y'all not thinking ahead on this verses, bro. Y'all not thinking ahead. Because then we run into some complications. Because where is 50 getting these other records? Now, 50's got some records. Don't get me wrong. He's got some hits post Massacre, G-Unit, Get Rich or Die Trying and all that. But, like, for example, off top, I can think I Get Money is a hard record. That was like around 2009, 2010. And then I can think, I'm tired of using technology. Why don't you sit down and talk to me? Hey, yo. With like with Justin Timberlake. That's a decent record. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, what's he going to play? Candy Shop or something? Like, I'm just keeping it. I love 50 as an artist. I really do. Get Rich or Die Trying, arguably the greatest album of all time. But when you going up against Tip, gang, like, that's why y'all don't be thinking ahead. I think y'all just want to see 50 get washed. I'm convinced. Y'all just want to see 50 get washed. All right, man, we off that.